And this is a retreat center named as Shanti Sarovar, an oasis of peace. It is the largest campus of the organization in South India. It is an academy for higher learning for values and inner skills. Brahmakumaris conducts wide range of courses, retreats, seminars, and workshops. And coming to our today's topic, our topic is about on practical life solutions from the Gita by Brahmakumar Trinath Baichi Inala. I would like to welcome him onto the stage. Trinath Baichi is a renowned Gita scholar, international speaker and trainer, and he has delivered more than 2,000 lectures in India, USA, UK and UAE. And over to you, Baichi.
Om Shanti. Welcome to all of you, my dear, sweet, loving, divine brothers and sisters, to this Sunday evening talk. This is organized in connection with Gita Jayanti, which is falling in this month, which is 22nd of this month. So before we start our session, let us maintain silence for 2-3 minutes. Just introspect yourself. What is a message of God through Gita to me? Because so far we are understanding as belonging to someone else, not to me. Unless you relate the knowledge given by God to myself, my problems will not get resolved. As simple as that. Okay? For 2-3 minutes, then we will start the session. Om Shanti.
लाल लाल रंग दिव्य शक्ति का विश्व पर है छाया हो सर्वेश्वर शिव परम पिता भूमंडल पर है आया ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय.
The topic is, what is the topic? Practical life solutions. If you are really very serious about the topic, we have the solution from the Bhagavad Gita. Because today, we have not given this aspect very seriously. So much so the problems are mounting. Even though we are having all the comforts that life can afford. Don't you think so? People are having everything. But they say we are under tension, stress, problems, and we are not able to find the solution. This is the present stage. And the biggest paradox is everyone worships or have faith in God. Agreed? Everyone has got faith in God. Otherwise you would not have come here. How many people have puja rooms in their houses? Can you raise your hand? Puja room in the house. Okay? Lift very clearly, because I want to know whether anybody else is remaining who is not doing any prayer before going to his work spot. Yeah, thank you. That means we have immense faith in some almighty authority, some power. But despite, the paradox is, despite everyone praying to God, and peacelessness is increasing. Problems are mounting. Tensions are mounting. Nobody will say, I'm very happy, very healthy, very fantastic life I'm leading. Maybe you are happy and healthy for some time. Some situation is coming in your favor. Then you say, yes, very, very happy. Suddenly something else will come in the afternoon or in the evening, somebody disturbs you, with something negative news, then tension. Why it should happen? So let us be very, very clear. It is a practical session. It's not a one-way talk or anything like that. Don't think it is a pravachan. Not at all a pravachan. Practically, where is the lacuna? Why negativity is growing despite divinity, the divine programs are also mounting everywhere. Temples, mosques, masjid, gurudwaras, everywhere we find all over the world. We don't find any atheist. Do we find any atheist? No. Very rarely. I don't believe in God. I believe only in my luck or whatever it is, hard work. Everyone has got faith in some divine power. When 99% of the population, 8 billion population, is like this, should you not come to a conclusion that the world should be divine, harmonious, peaceful, loveful, blissful, with no conflict? But this is not happening, no. So we have not understood the true message of God given in Gita. That is the thing. Because nowhere in any of the religious or spiritual scriptures on the planet, nowhere, we find that you can do whatever you want to do, you do it, still come to prayer room for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes every day. I will take care of you. You need not change your character. You can do whatever nonsense you are committing. People, now we say everywhere negativity is growing. Is there any word in the scripture, any of the scripture, whether it is a Quran, whether it is a Bible, whether it is a Gita, whether it is an Upanishad, Vedas, or in the scripture in which you are having faith? Absolutely, there is not even a single line that whatever you are doing, you do it, I will take care of you, come to my temple or mosque for a weekly once or something like that, a big temple or a big pilgrimage for yearly once, or do this vrata, do this, I will take care of you. No. God only talks about two things. If you are really serious about God, casually, okay, I'll do something. You are serious about your work. You are serious about eating food, what type of food, everything, you are serious about it. What dress I should wear, how to earn money, how to build my house, how to make my children also very wealthy, send them US. So many things, you are very serious. But why are you not serious about God? When you are having a small temple in your own flat or house, in which you have immense faith. No, simple, logical question. I would say, God only talks truth. Agreed? There is nothing, God will not talk untruth or illogical, something which is of low quality message. Before we find out the solutions to our practical problems, let us understand the importance of Bhagavad Gita. Gita is very important. I bought 2-3 books in different languages. Very important. Because let us understand some important things about Bhagavad Gita. Because otherwise you don't have any interest in that. Why should I go through these things? What is the importance of Bhagavad Gita over any other scripture? Any other scripture on this planet? Only the name of God is found in the title of the scripture. You don't find a second book, scripture on this planet belonging to any religious faith where the title carries the name of God. Bhagavan, no? Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Gita is most read, most known, most translated, most lectured in the pravachans and all that. So many people talk about Gita. And most published. There's no other scripture you find. Vedas are published, different commentaries are there on Vedas, Upanishads. This Gita, everyone writes. You can also write. You go through the Gita, you catch some essence, then you want to convey the same thing to the humanity at large because you are understanding something, you are able to experience some divinity. And this is the only scripture where the scripture is celebrated as a birthday. The birth of the scripture. Normally we celebrate birth of human beings or divine beings. You say Krishna's birthday or Hanuman birthday, Lakshmi birthday or something. You find only the deities' birthdays. But have you ever come across birthday being celebrated of a scripture? That is the Bhagavad Gita. That is why every year in November, December months it will come, Gita Jayanti. And this is celebrated on a very grand scale in Kurukshetra. Because that is believed to be the battlefield where Kauravas and Pandavas fought and ultimately we know what happened. 15 days and we also visit, we submit papers, research papers, we participate in the seminars. We also, Brahma Kumaris also hold special conferences. So much so. That is the greatness. And this is the only scripture where you find a solution to every problem. There is no problem on this faced by any person on this earth. I am not able to get the solution to this problem. Nothing like that. Only if you are having faith in that scripture and in the words of God contained in the scripture. For example, I'll tell you. In Upanishad, there is one famous verse. You all know about it. But only thing you don't know that it is in Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 1.3.28. Where a true devotee questions God. I want answers to three prime questions for which I have not found out any answer so far. True devotee, not a devotee, a ritualistic devotee, no, blind faith-based devotee, no. A true devotee demands answers to three questions. What are those three questions? Asatoma Sadgamaya. Oh God, I am living in a world of untruth. Everything is untruth. Only your truth. That is why it is said God is absolute truth. Not simply truth. God is absolute truth. So now your absolute truth, your God, I believe in you. Tell me the answers. Lead me from untruth to truth. Asatoma, asat to sat. Lead me from ignorance to light. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Jyoti it represents knowledge. Jnana prakash. Tamas means darkness. Darkness is not the physical darkness. Darkness is ignorance of knowledge, ignorance of truth revealed by God. And the third is, lead me from death to immortality. I only know about birth and death, not beyond. That is why I spend whole of my life only in this process. Make money and spend the money, enjoy. That's all. Nothing else I do. 24 hours, what are we doing? That's all. Just struggling to work only for money. Money because money brings comforts. We have to buy a house, we have to buy a car, we have to buy all so many comforts. That's all. We spend good amount of time in eating, good amount of time in earning, good amount of time in sleeping. But we do not find some time, even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, to understand what is the message of God. In all our prayers, we tell our desires to God. You fulfill this desire. You fulfill this desire. My son has to be educated in some US university. Give his best university. I will come to you and give my hair also. I will come to you and give you some donation, lakhs of rupees donation. Somebody is seriously ill, cancer. You are supreme surgeon. Behind the scripture it is a Vaidyanath. So cure. I will come walking to that place, whatever you believe, Vaishnavi Devi or Tirupati or whatever place. Barefoot. I will go remain fasting for so many days. We tell our request, and if it is fulfilled, subject to that God meeting our request, fulfilling our request, we say, we will do this. But have you ever given a single thought? So far in our prayers, we are only talking to God. Should we not listen to God, what He has to say? Some points which I have understood for the last 26 years as a student of the Brahmakumaris Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. I was working in State Bank of India. As a manager, I retired in 2015. I worked for 40 years. This tells you that we should not leave your profession or your job. You have to earn money to fill your belly. That is not a crime. It is perfectly order. So I have understood, we have to listen to God. God has something to say. We never listened. Its entire thing is one-way traffic. We tell something and then we come out. We don't have time to understand what is the message He wants to tell. Is there any scripture where they describe that God is undivine? God is undivine, untruthful, or it teaches something bad, or He supports us even though we are in a bad direction, we are going in a negative direction. Is there any scripture which says these are the negatives, the anger, ego, greed? So many things are there. They are good, you can practice. It is enough. Come to temple once in a week or once in a month. That is why we say it is said ritualistic. Ritual means that's all. You have nothing to do with God's message. You have nothing to do. Absolutely. I am not at all concerned. I am too very busy. What He has to say. I want to communicate to God, and if He fulfills, I will donate. I will give my hair, I will give whatever gold and it is called, no? People will even give all the gold and all that when something great thing happens. Like some good marriage alliance comes for their children and all that. Now we are going to discuss what is the message of God to us. Clear, sir? Am I clear? Am I making any sense? Those of you who say we are able to understand, kindly raise the hand. For those of you who are not able to understand, kindly raise the hand. Those of you who are not able to understand my communication, I am trying to make it as simple as possible. Like you teach in LKG children, know what they teach? A for apple, B for bat, C for cat, even prepare in that apple, show that physical thing and all that. I will also show you something. One important thing one should know, God means divinity. We are doing prayers for years together, from the generations and all that. Forefathers onwards, we are doing 100 prayers. Still, the divinity we are not able to really experience. We should experience the divinity, no? Then we are not able to connect to God. God means two things you have to understand. Two things. One is nobility of character. Charitra Nirman, which is going to give you values. Sister has told about values. Human values. Social values. Ethical values. And then spiritual values. So nowhere we are touching these values. That is why society we say valueless. People are going down and down in values. There is no respect for each other. Even though we say Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu in the temples. What do you mean by that? Sarve Jana Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. What do you mean by that? Oh God, I will make sincere efforts to make every other person happy. I will not harm anybody. I will see that I am not the cause for somebody else's sorrow. If it is possible, I will help him. This is what is called, no, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, universal brotherhood, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. These are the words we are uttering. We know, we have faith in these words. So that is one thing, character building. So values and all that. God teaches only values. He does not teach other things, undivine things. He does not support undivine activities undertaken by us. That is why we say we have a belief system. We all agree also. If character is lost, tell me, if character is lost, everything is lost. That means we are holding a deep belief system that character is important. Otherwise, you say character is lost, everything is lost. Then why should you lose everything? When you believe that character only brings you down, you lose everything. Everything. You have not said some money or some property or this thing. You are losing everything. You reverse the statement. If character is gained, everything is gained. As simple as that. If character is gained, everything is gained. That is one aspect. So Gita helps us in elevating our character, in telling us actually what do you mean by character, how to bring value system or character into our life, and then become noble, become wonderful, beautiful. Second thing is the health aspect. What you say, in Telugu we say Arogyame Mahabhagyamu. In English we say health is, everyone knows about it. Nobody is ignorant about this. There are universal statements. Health is wealth. But we are not interested in this particular wealth. Are we interested? We are not at all interested. Nobody is concerned about being healthy. Even though several organizations like the WHO and all that, they give perfect definitions of a perfect health means, what do you mean? The physical health, mental health, social health. And so many parameters they give, but we are not at all concerned. We don't have any time also. We are so busy. So that is the reason today the entire world has become, what has become? Full of sick patients. We are having more sick patients than more healthy patients. Healthy, not healthy persons, not patient. Patient means sick, no? Everyone has got some problem or the other. Some diabetic, some blood pressure, some problem and all that. Why should we? Why should we not care about that particular wealth which is going to make you healthy? Why so many multi-speciality, super speciality hospitals around us? So many pharma manufacturing companies, so many scanning centers, spending. So many hospitals are coming. You know their investment in the hospitals? Some 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores, like that. Why they are doing? Because they know that nobody cares for their health. That is why all hospitals are crowded, particularly those hospitals which have very good doctors. So these two aspects we have not cared, and Gita touches on this aspect. Otherwise, we don't receive anything. So now I talk about the secrets in Gita, about the life problems. We all know we are born to die. Agreed? We are born to die only. Clear? There's nobody. See, if I ask you what is your great grandfather, is he surviving? Can you raise anybody hand? No. So great grandfather, even grandfather. Myself, you ask me, my father, mother, father-in-law, mother-in-law, all passed away. It is a process. Today my father has passed, tomorrow I am also. But Gita says, there is no death for you. Have you heard about that? Can anybody tell me that verse? Jatasya hidruvo mrutyuhu, it contains. One who is born shall die, one who is dead shall be born again. That's all. Why we have forgot this? Why we have forgotten this particular truth that I don't have any death? I simply shed the body and take a new body, shed the body and take a new body. Why we are ignorant? This is the truth, no? Jatasya hidruvo mrityu. So far we have understood that Gita is not for me. Gita means 5 conclusions we have drawn. 5 conclusions about Gita. 1. How we are not able to connect to Gita so far, despite belief system that God is there and Gita is a very, very holy scripture. Gita contains so many verses, Bhagavan Uvacha, the direct spoken words of God. Direct spoken words you don't find in any other scripture. Despite that, we have not understood what is the message of God, because God is for me as well. Is it not? God is not only one person called Arjuna. If really the entire Gita is meant for Arjuna, question that arises in anyone's mind and intellect is, what is that scripture which is applicable to me? Clear, sir? So what is a scripture where I have to transform by using that knowledge? So we have drawn 5 conclusions. These 5 conclusions have driven us away from the God's message. One is, it is about war, a violent war between members of 2 families. Brothers' children, 2 brothers' children, Kauravas, Pandavas, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That is number 1. I'm not going to go into depth of it. Second conclusion is, that means I am not participating in any war. I am not actually fighting any war. So it is not at all concerning me. I forgot. Number 2, it is related to not Kali Yuga. What is the Yuga we say? Dwapara Yuga. Now I'll put a picture, you will understand where Dwapara Yuga. Entire Kala Chakra, because I told you, Jatasya Hidruvo, that is the base. That is the base. If you are able to pass through that base, that is the truth. I must be concerned about my own self, not the temporary period which I am spending and then I am dying. Ultimately, it takes another body after body. So that one truth, if you are understanding, basic truth, you will understand that this particular entity, whether you call spirit or soul or power or current or force, the inner invisible entity, so that is traveling through 4 yugas, epochs we call. Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. So this scripture is told by God only in Dwapara Yuga, because I am in Kali Yuga, I have nothing to do. That is another reason where I have ignored the highest, holiest, greatest teachings directly spoken by God. The third one, it is told to only one person, Arjuna. So I am not Arjuna. It is told to motivate that person when he refused to fight. The battlefield of Kurukshetra, he refused to fight. So God has to come down and motivate him as a charioteer. And he has spoken so many verses, Bhagavan Uvacha. Then ultimately he fought, he won. We all know about it. Third aspect is, I am not Arjuna. The fourth aspect is, this belongs to only one religion. So, this belongs to only Hindus as a scripture, like Bible to Christians, Quran to Islamic faith, Guru Granth Sahib, Dharmapad and etc. So, people of other religions thought this does not belong to me. So, nobody has explained to them that this is not relating to one script, one religious faith, but it is universal. Nobody has told, no. So, we thought like that. Even those who are believing that it is our scripture, like Hindus, they also, for other reasons, they also backed out. Not actually opening the book, understanding what the scripture contains. Because it pertains to Arjuna, it pertains to Dwapara Yuga, so and so. The last reason, it's very difficult for me to tell, but I have got to inform you, even though it is a sad thing. When somebody among our close relations and friends die, then we remember Bhagavad Gita. Is it not so? Have you not heard like that? Particularly in the Hindu philosophy, in India, even my own relations, when somebody died, no, come on, take that cassette, Ghantasala cassette, and then play that verses and all that. So unfortunate, no? That in order to really remember Gita, somebody of my family or friend circle should die. No, it's a fact. But without that happening, we are not touching Gita. We are only putting the Gita in the prayer room and touching. So many things are there where you should understand the truth in Gita, the message of God to Gita. So I am going to show you some pictures. Today we don't have clarity about God also. If I suppose there are 50-60 people here, I'll give you a slip and a pen. Jot down that particular name of whom you identify as God, I'll say. Do you mean to say all the 50, 60, 70, all these things are going to have uniformly one name, only one name? Never. This happens only in Hindus. Someone will say Rama, someone say Krishna, someone say Hanuman, someone say Mataji, Jai Matadi, so on and so forth. So there is no clarity. There is absolute clarity in Gita. But because we have not touched for various reasons, we have disowned Gita as belonging to me, the message belongs to me, ignored it. So many interpretations are there by several eminent personalities. So we have Mahatma Gandhi has written Gita. Satya Sai Baba has written Gita. His own interpretation. You see Sai Baba Gita, Balagangadhar Tilak, Ravindranath Tagore, that Ramakrishna might you find Chinmayananda Swami, ISKCON, and so many people, hundreds of people, scholars have given their interpretation about Gita. And this is the scripture which is actually known in other countries as well. Okay, fine. Now let us come to this particular picture. Are you able to see the picture? You are able to see the picture now? It contains 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. This only indicates our life is cyclical, not linear. Linear is birth and death line, one line. This is, I am born, I am going to die. This is the only knowledge we are having now. So much so we are spending all of our energy, our money, our time, everything only in making this particular one life. Even that is also we are not doing. Only money, comforts and physical comforts and all that. So this will tell you that your invisible entity, say you call it as Atma or soul, don't be afraid of these terms. Don't be afraid of these terms. That is a truth, no, fact. That is truth, whether you agree or not, it is truth. So this rotates in a cycle. Cycle means it is infinite. Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Again, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. That means I am alive throughout the cycle. I only shed my body and then take another body. That's all. Today, we don't have any understanding about so this is the state of the position. Even though there is 100% accuracy in Bhagavad Gita, because we have not opened the book, because we have not understood the contents of the 574 verses, the essence, so we have this picture. Who is God? This is actually in Telugu and now forget. The title is Who is God? And we believe God is one. That is another interesting thing is we believe God is one. Everyone believes God is one. You ask any person of any faith, say God is only one. We say in Hindu philosophy, Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva. In the Christian philosophy, heavenly God, Father. Nobody has said fathers. Allahu Akbar, Allah, you are the greatest. Ek Omkar, in the Sikh religion, Ek Omkar. Everyone talk about existence of only one God for the entire humanity. Okay, fine. So, but one God is still I am not able to understand. I am doing prayers, attending pilgrimages, this charity I am doing. So many things I am doing relating to God. We find all these places are very crowded also. The important pilgrimage centers you find Amarnath, or Manasarovar, your Vaishnavi Devi, or Tirupati, Balaji, or Sri Sailam, Bhadrachalam, so many places in our state also are crowded, particularly in some specific days where you find it's a very good day and all that. Still, we don't have any clarity about who is that one entity. Such that one entity is it should be very easy, no? A child and father, child has no confusion, your children have no confusion with regard to who is my father, who is my mother. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva. But I don't have. So this is the position. Now, the answer, we are going to show you some pictures. You have to find the answer. where God is indicating, revealing that ignorance should, what we have, the Bhakta has asked, remove my ignorance of darkness, lead me to knowledge of light. Now he is opening. Now this is the picture. You focus on this picture. Because you have not opened the book, you don't know the contents. I have done for the last 26 years, I have been reading all these verses again and again and again and again. So these pictures are based on the Bhagavad Gita verses. For example, this picture is based on the first and the last verse in the 13th chapter. The 13th chapter is named very aptly Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. How many of you, when studied Gita and know something about Gita, just raise the hands? Yes. Very good, very good. Sizable number. 4, 5. Those, I'm telling you, for those who are interested in having good health, complete health, energy, with all energy, you may be 90 years also. Still, you need not lose the energy, because the inner energy is eternal. You follow? So this is the first verse and the last verse. I will tell you. Only one line I will tell you. Well, seeing the time, because I have to close by, let us say, 8 o'clock or so. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityavidiyate etadyo vetitam praho kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. This is the verse, exact verse. God says, your body is a kshetra. Kshetra is the field. In English books you find no field and knower of the field. Field and knower of the field. So one who has got field, let us say you are having some 10 acres of land, you say this is my property, this is my land, this is my field. I am growing this, let us say, paddy in 5 acres, 2 acres vegetables, 1 acre tomato, something, so many, cotton. So the field and the owner of the field, they are different or same? Same or different? Field and owner of the field are same or different? Different. Now God says, you and your body both are different. That is a fundamental philosophy revealed in Bhagavad Gita. Because we have understood in 5 parameters, war and etc., we have ignored this thing. Once you understand this, I will relate to myself. Gita, I will relate to myself. Otherwise, we will never relate to myself. We will just simply pass away. Okay, we live, we enjoy all these things. Then we will pass away, leaving that inner power empty. Follow? So that is the reason. This is Kshetra. So that lady is beautiful. Maybe what's called beauty contest. What do you say? Vishwa Sundari. But once you put in the MRI scanning, what do you found? Entire body is kept. What do you find? That is why we say, this is my body. Suppose somebody, my colleague, has underwent some heart operation very recently. My State Bank colleague. He said, Trinath garu, bypass surgery for my heart. He never said, I am the heart. Clear? My knees, I have to change. Knee surgery and all that. My head is aching. My stomach is paining. Okay? So when you are relating, my body is paining means that God is putting a question to all of you. Who are you? Who are you? Simple question. So you are not the body, you are something which is invisible. That he is telling, that is Kshetrajna. Kshetrajna is identifying that self within yourself. You call it by whatever name you want to call, but in the spiritual parlance it is called spirit. It's called soul. spirit or soul, one and the same, that power, that energy. So that is not energized today. That is not energized. That is empty because we are concerned only, I am the body concept. We are leading our life, I am the body. And the last verse of the same chapter says, unless you identify who are you, that I am a soul, this is my body, this is my body, I am not the body. Unless you differentiate between kshetra and kshetrajna, you are not going to realize me. You are not going to identify me as that one universal God for the entire humanity. That is a secret. For that, I am giving you divine eye. Divine eye is nothing but the knowledge of the soul. Knowledge of the soul is we say divine, the third eye of divine wisdom. Say no, jnana chakshusha, divya chakshu. Gita talks about divya chakshu, jnana chakshu, buddhi chakshu. So the 13th chapter, last verse, first verse and last verse, very, very important. Kshetra kshetrajna yorevam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye viduryanti te param. This is the verse. The full verse I have recited. Last thing is, ye viduryanti, one who identifies. Ye, yaha means in Sanskrit, one who. He is not talking about everyone. See, people do not want to understand the truth. Whoever identifies that I am not the body, I am the owner of the body, I am the controller of the body, it is only as per my directions the body will function. For example, you want to see me, or you don't want to see me, I don't want to see you, I'll close. I want to walk. Where I have to go? I will dictate. Legs will not just like that go. So all these sensory organs are functioning under my control, but owner is forgotten. So that is the thing. Now let us quickly come to this thing. The base is jatasya hidruvo. You don't forget that. I am not a permanent dweller on this planet. I am not at all. Even if you acquire a property worth of lakhs of rupees or crores of rupees, that is no, you are not going to be the owner forever. It is only as long as you live. Once you die, you don't have any control of 1 rupee also on that particular property or bank balance or this power or a position. Nothing. Even the body also rejects. Body also says yes. So that is the thing. In the second chapter, 22nd verse. Vasamsi jirnani yadha vihaya navani gruhnati naroparani tadha sirirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. Very simple, sir. Very simple. Only thing is we have to apply to myself. As long as we say nothing, it is related to Dwapara Yuga, it is related to Arjuna, and as long we are ourselves cheating ourselves. While I believe God, I don't believe in His words. I have faith in only God, but I don't have faith in His words, words of wisdom. I reject. हिंदी में एक ऐसा एक कहावत है, भगवान को मानते लेकिन भगवान की नहीं मानते. What a wonderful, keep on attending some seminars on the Bhagavad Gita, because I am in this field for 26 years. Again, I will have 3 conferences now. One in our Delhi, this sort of a center is there in South India, North India. It's called Om Shanti Retreat Center. We have a 3-day conference. Again, Kurukshetra University has called for some research paper I submitted. There also will be invited, we will make a presentation, they'll give some time. Third is the Brahma Kumari's chapter at the Kurukshetra, also conducting one conference. These 3 conferences are there. So, The point is, we are not at all concerned about myself. Something belonging to me, I am concerned more. Fine? So this is just as a person changes torn dress or worn out or dirty dress, you wear 5 times, 6 times and remove it and then give for again washing and again make it new and then wear it. Same thing, the owner of the body, the soul, Atma in the spiritual parlance. Atma, you have the word in 70 verses. Atma, you are Atma, you are Atma, you are Atma, you are not the body. 70 verses. I am having complete analysis in my laptop, 574 verses, Bhagavan Vacha, entire thing. What each verse is conveying a message to me. So like the same thing, see that old person, ultimately that, what is it called? Cremation, that stage. He is tied, to that sticks and all that. Everyone, no exception is there. But the person on that particular seat, sleeping on the seat, he is not aware. Only his relatives are aware that, you see this, because the soul has gone. We will take one more picture. This is about soul. Previous picture is about the body, perishable. It is a perishable, destructible. So we heard of a lady's body cut into 22 pieces. Some murder took place in Hyderabad or somewhere, I don't know. If somebody would have heard about it, made in 22 pieces and put in order to escape from showing these evidences and all that, he put it like that. The body can be cut into pieces. Now God says, the 2nd chapter, 23rd verse, the first time you are understanding what God has spoken for me. Every verse, every line, every word in Bhagavad Gita, it relates to 8 billion human beings. 8 billion. For example, soul, everyone is a soul. Everyone say, this is my body, my head is aching. There is nobody, whether he is a Christian or a Muslim, nobody says, I am the body, I the head aching, I the stomach paining, I the knees paining. No. It is universal. So, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chayanam kledayantyapo na soshayati marutaha. So, 4 he said, you cannot cut into pieces. The soul you cannot make into 2 souls. You are a soul, you cannot make into 2 souls, 10 souls, like you are cutting the body. Truth means God is telling only truth. God will never tell anything which is not truth. This is truth means universal truth. Universal truth. Whether you accept or not, it is immaterial to God. In what way? Because you are relating him as God as your father and mother. Tvameva mata. That means he is telling you, my child, this is the truth. About you. So it cannot be cleaned through taking bath with water. Soul cannot be burnt and like gold is burnt and it alloys and all that things will go. You cannot remove the impurities in the soul. Same is the case, you cannot dry up. Now let us come to another picture. This is very important. This body is universal. Everyone has got these many parts. A wonderful creator's creation. Human body is a wonderful creation of God. But because we don't realize the owner, the operator of the body, so we are not becoming healthy. Healthy, it is combination of 2 words. It's not 1 word. What is that? Healthy, the word of one, healthy, it is a combination of 2 words. Break it. Who will break it? Heal and die. That means God will only tell you the direction and you have to do. I don't do anything. I'm very, very busy. Busy? Okay, fine. People are dying at the age of 40, 50, 60, 70. Nobody is living up to 100 years. Here, people are 90% of the deaths are taking place because of the heart problem. Okay? We say heart attack. Suddenly, he was there, he was spending his time with us, we are happy. Suddenly, last night, he died of heart attack. We took him to the hospital, they declared brought dead. Heart is compared to which machine, sir? Heart is compared to motor. Because field, in the field we have to use motor to bring water from the source to where it is required. Same the function, heart also, it does the same function. It purifies the blood and takes the blood to various important organs of the body. And this is universally same thing. American president also put these are same organs, and the beggar on the street also the same thing. Ladies, gents, everything. I'll put a simple question. I'll ask you. Do you have any idea, or do you think that I should not die of any heart attack? I don't want to die of any heart attack. My heart should be always healthy and it should not bring me any problem. I desire like that. Kindly raise the hand. Who wants to make his heart healthy always? I don't want to die of any heart attack. Raise, clearly raise. Everyone is raising. Agreed? Everyone is raising. Nobody wants to die of heart attack. But God is revealing a truth. If you follow this one single principle, you will never get heart attack. Are you prepared to follow that simple principle? You'll never get any heart attack. What is that? Heart, what is the symbol it is conveying? That what heart symbol? Love. L-O-V-E, love. If you are able to love everyone on this planet, like every human being on this planet, you will never die of heart attack. This is the truth. Universal love. I don't hate anybody. He is leading his part of life based on his own personality traits. He is leading. I am a realized person. I must always be loveful. I love everyone. Every human being is created by God. I am not very great. Only that as if I only got the right to live on this planet. So if you are having that quality, if you want to practice that quality of love into your life, you will never get heart attack and you will be healthy. Second is the digestive system. What is that machine? Mixie grinder. Mixie grinder, if it functions efficiently, then whatever we take food inside, it will get easily digested and then we will get the energy. That part is completed. For those of you who want my digestion should be perfect, again there is a secret. If you practice that quality, your digestive system is always perfect. What is the thing? Happiness, kushi. Should always be happy. Never be tense and all that. Kya ho gaya? No. That means you are creating problem for yourself. Kushi jaisa kurak nahi, there is a saying. There is no medicine like happiness. Happiness is the ultimate medicine. Be happy. And the third one is, I will put one more organ. So many things are there. The brain is related to computer, eye to camera, ears to telephone, this is to scent bottle, intestines, small intestines to the roots of a tree, the large intestine, a waste basket, so many things. But the next most important thing is the lungs. It is blower. So if you desire to have a healthy lungs, should not have any respiratory problems, because people die of not finding proper respiration. Suddenly breathless, we say. So breathing should be normal, fantastic. Then you should be having one beautiful quality in your life. You must practice. Otherwise, you are bound to become sick. These organs will get spoiled. What is that quality? You must always be at peace. Always be at peace. That is important. I am not losing my money. I am not giving any property. By that, only changing my internal attitude, I must be peaceful. So likewise, every organ, vital organs know, the divine qualities you have to imbibe. These divine qualities are common to every human being on this planet. And listen, this is a very important thing. That is why we say common sense. Sense is common. The knowledge which you acquire is not common. Somebody I ask is a MCA, MBA, PhD, 10th class, Inter, BCom, MCom, so many things. I am having authority on the Vedas. I am having authority on the scriptures, divine scriptures, the Upanishads. I can write commentaries on the Gita. So this is all acquired sense. This is not common, this is uncommon. But whereas the sense which God has given to everyone at the beginning of the cycle, it is common sense. These 26 divine qualities are listed in 16th chapter, first 3 verses. Bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata. The third shloka, the last line. Bhavanti sampadam daivim. The daivi sampada I have given to you. In the 16th chapter now it's a daivi sampada and asura sampada. Asura sampada, there are 60 undivine qualities, all vicious qualities, all bad qualities, ugly qualities, which are going to really ruin your life. No doubt you may be very wealthy, but you are not at all healthy. You cannot enjoy, without good health, you cannot enjoy the wealth also. Fine. So, owner is important. For example, you are the owner of you purchase a car worth about a high-end car, let us say 30-40 lakhs. What you do? Every day you clean. Why? Because this is my car. This is my car. Will you clean Ola and Uber cars also? Never. Will you clean any neighbor's car? I find one family cleaning the car. We have come from Tirupati, sir. The car is all dirty and all that. The driver is not there. The cleaner is not there. That is why we are cleaning, because we have to go out, because it looks very ugly to take this car like this. So somebody is putting water, husband is putting water, wife is putting something else. The children are cleaning and all that. Because this is our car, my car. Same is the case, you purchase a flat for 2 crores, some 4 BHK flat in a beautiful my home or something, Aparna. What you do? Will you put all these nails into the wall? Your children are doing, no, don't do it. This is our house, my house. For example, you are paying rent of 40,000-50,000 and then tomorrow. What? You don't bother. By the time you vacate, all holes are there in all rooms. Because this is tenant, I am paying the rent. Same is the case. This is my body, very sacred body. We say out of 84 lakh human beings, God has given, out of 84 lakh, creatures, the jivas, only God has bestowed intellect to human beings. Intellect means the power of discrimination, the power of divinity, undivine. We know what is divine, what is undivine, what is good, what is bad, what to do, what not to do, how to lead my life, how to change towards positivity, I know. And we also say Manava Janma Durlabha, very great After very great Purushartha, we get at last, long last, we get one human birth. And that birth we are simply whiling away without identifying our own inner self. So this is the thing. Now you see, there are two types of people on this earth. Those who have identified their Swadharma, those who have failed to identify, rather reckless, in the name of busy, reckless, ruthless, totally I want to die ignorantly only. I want to enjoy my life just during this, between the birth and death. That is why in the Gita, the third verse, 35th of, third chapter, 35th verse, this picture is pasted. Swadharma and Paradharma. They talk about Swadharma and Paradharma. Sreyan Swadharme Vigunaha. Vigunaha means you need not have any big property, own house, big building, car, industry, factory, large bank balance, nothing. Still, you are in the Swadharma, in the consciousness of the true self, self-identity. Yes, you are greater than somebody very rich, materialistically very rich, but he has not identified, he is in the Paradharma. The Swadharma is the one who is identified, the Swa means self, self-dharma. What is the quality of myself, how to elevate myself. This is a diamond, this is a box. It's a diamond, this is a box. So diamond has to be cared, no, not the box. But we are spending 24 hours, 365 days only in caring for the box. Sreyan Swadharme Vigunaha Paradharmat Swanushtita Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyaha Paradharmo Bhayavaha. So God is cautioning, because whether we recognize him as our father or mother, he is for sure identifies all of us as his children. Your children disregard the parents' direction. Still, parents will say, okay, if not today, they will come to senses tomorrow, understand me. Same thing God is telling, if you are not caring for the simple truth, you are going to end your life in a very disastrous manner. Your end is not going to be smooth. Bhayavaha, bhayankar hota hai. The death is going to be very, very, very difficult and then very fearful and all that. Next. Nowadays, this is the Paradharma Sthiti. Paradharma Sthiti is all tension. All the faces you see. Everyone is all tensed up. I got a lot of them. 14 hours I work. Busy, busy, busy. Because you are body conscious, you use the word busy. Suppose you are soul conscious, that means I am a soul, a beautiful entity within the body, residing in the center of the forehead, controlling this body, and I am the owner, eternal entity. I don't die. You become easy. Use the word easy. Easy nature. So today, stressful, all these things is based on verse, those who are writing can write 2nd chapter 62 and 63. We're all negativities, we are all involved. We are not at all prepared to shed. Dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. Okay? Now this is the picture. So we are made up of two entities, we have understood. Gita is very, very clear. And this is the fundamental philosophy of Gita. Where Gita says Tattva. Tattva. Tattva is based on three principles. One is truth. Second is logic. Third is common sense. That's all. If you are approaching these with these three things, truth, logic and common sense, it is you are following the correct path. You are not going to cheat yourself. Because once the body is intact, fine and all that, you will enjoy. But once body becomes weak and old, you will realize at that time you cannot do anything also. And then I will tell you one more verse, 18th chapter, 22nd you write, which tells any knowledge which you are practicing as of God's knowledge, devoid of truth, devoid of logic, devoid of common sense, this is to be graded as the tamasika, the third of all knowledge. Satvika, Rajasika, Tamasika. Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta. So this comes as Kanishta, which is illogical, which is untruth based on falsehood, and which is not based on the simple common sense which God has given. 18th chapter. You are thinking that I am the body. Yattu krusnavad ekasmin karye saktam ahaitukam, illogical. Atatvam, untruth. Alpam, tattamasamudahrutam. So he has declared. So once we are in the tamasika knowledge only, how can we get the benefits which are meant for those who are in the sattvika? So here one important aspect I have to tell. Everyone understands body as panchatattva. But God says it is made up of 8 tattva, 8 elements, not 5. This revelation is there in 7th chapter, 4th verse. Bhumira panalo vayuhu kammano buddhirevacha ahankaramiti me bhinna prakriti ashtada. Prakriti is body is made up of prakriti, and the purusha is the owner. The soul is called purusha. In that spiritual parlance, this body is made up of 23 components actually. Panchatattva 5 jnanendriyas, the knowledge senses, 5 karmendriyas, the working senses, 5 sensory objects, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Okay, 20, and the man, buddhi or sanskar, mind, intellect, and the traits, personality traits, impressions. So that is why we have ignored mind, intellect, and sanskars is for this reason, because we have ignored the invisible entity called the soul. Once you identify that you are a soul and then practice, about 20 lakhs practice, I'm very happy to share. 20 lakhs brothers and sisters belonging to different religious faith, because soul has no religious understanding. My caste or creed or varna or religious faith or my color or nationality, language, there is no barrier for the soul. The barrier is only for the body. So once you understand the distinction between the body and the soul, then automatically you will understand, yes. Now about nearly 140 countries, 20 lakh brothers and sisters, they understand a simple truth that I am a soul, this is my body, and they are able to. And where is soul? That is why we are called human beings, not human bodies. We are called human beings. Otherwise, your body. You have to understand the distinction between body and the being, human body and human being. I'll put a simple example. Let us say this is somebody died. They have to come from some Japan or somewhere, America, so they preserved it in a freezer box, the body. Whoever comes into our heart, because he's a big man, several people will come and then they will come to pay their condolences and all that. They will put only 2 questions. What are the 2 questions? How he died, when he died. 2 questions. They will not ask about other things. Kaisa gaya, kab gaya. Here, why I am telling that wonderful words? Because the owner has left. Owner who is a soul has left. Identify that truth, that you are a soul. Because body is here only, no? Before the eyes. Before our eyes, I will see the physical body. And then you, notwithstanding the presence of the body, you are telling he left. So and so person left. That means the person who departed is not the body. That is the truth. Another thing is, I generally relate 3 examples I'll give you. One, you say, this is my body is aching and my knees are paining. That is thing, you are not the body. Second is the indriyas are also the sensory organs, 5 jnanendriyas, the eyes, the speech, so many things, no? They don't act on their own. I want to see you, I want to see madam, I want to see that lady, I want to see that, I don't want to see. I decide. So it is in the Brukuti. Where it is located? It is in the center of the forehead. Center of the forehead. The soul is seated. In the Gita, there are some verses which say, Bruvor Madhye. Suppose let us understand really, am I seated in the center of the forehead? Suppose you want to look to me, where you will look to me? Only here. I want to look to you. Suppose I looked at your feet. Say, sister, what is your name? From where from you have come? Then sister will say, Are you not looking to me? So, eye to eye contact means this Bruvor Madhye. This you have to experience. This is very essential. This is a fundamental thing in the Gita. Out of 574 essence is only realize yourself. Because without realizing yourself, you can't realize me. Without realizing God, you cannot realize inheritance of God. So many things are linked only to realizing the sales. This is the thing. So this is what we can say, this is a diamond, this is the box, this is a bird and this is a cage. What else? This is a power current, invisible, but this is only the plastic thing. This is the SIM card. And this is the mobile. Mobile is visible. SIM is not visible. Many of you may be software engineers. This is the software. And this is the hardware. So we have understood clearly the distinction. Then only we will be able to identify God. That is why, suppose I give you the AC is off and no power and then you're sweating and all that. I give you some hand fans. Where you are going to use the hand fan? Only here. Only here. Nobody will use for the body and all that, no? Everyone use here only. And then suppose any disaster happens in your family or something which you're not able to really bear and all that, where your hand touches, okay, here only. That is very, very, very important. At this point, I will conclude. The basic point is, you can understand that entity called God very clearly. You can experience, because so many lakhs and lakhs of people are experiencing. You can experience, and about 20 lakhs are experiencing. Why should you not experience? You can experience, provided you identify yourself as Kshetrajna. Not, in one verse it is called Vastra, cloth. Soul changes the cloth. So body is compared to cloth. Body is compared to field. Okay. Body is compared to yantra, vehicle, car, house. So you are the owner. That experience we'll get only through meditation. Okay. So this is, once you identify that self and connect to God through meditation, then all our problems are going to solve. Whether you achieve success or not, you will not get disturbed. Whether you are having any problems of the body also, you will not get disturbed. Anything happens, you will maintain that cool and calmness, because the divinity which is embedded within the soul, the 26 divine qualities within that 16th chapter, first 3 verses, no, that will give you the energy required to lead a calm and composed, beautiful life. Okay? Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu. I thank God for the wonderful opportunity I got. And this is the month of Gita Jayanti. Kindly request all of you to give importance to understanding the message of God. Not simply reading, reciting. We do four things. But God says, this is reading, reciting, patana, parayana, listening, the shravana. 4th is dash. 5th is prachara, propagating. The 4th blank missing is acharana, implementation. 321 you write. 321 and 331, your life is completely ruined, he says, if you don't apply this principle into your life. 331, the Srimat which I am giving you, the direction which I am giving you, if you don't apply this, whatever temporary happiness, which you are building up and all, it's only purely temporary, and you're going to face the consequences yourself. Yadyad acharati shreshtaha tattad devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. So, meant for how to experience the divinity which is within the soul, that is through meditation. I request our divine sister, Vasanta, Brahmakumari Vasanta sister, to conduct the meditation, tell you about how to experience the true self within us, the being aspect of the personality. Okay, thank you very much. Om Shanti. Japandi. Okay, sister will be sitting there only, giving the commentary, and you listen to her. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. For a few moments, after listening all the truths of life, we try to experience the being, the Master, sitting quietly, contemplate on the truth of the self. That I, being, a being of light, as you are seeing on the screen, just visualize a beautiful divine light on the screen of your mind. Just feel that divine light is shining, sparkling in the center of the forehead. I am the soul. I, the soul, is a being who is very luminous, light, and I am separate from the physical costume, the body. Just feel that the name, the position which you are holding, the profession which you are conducting, everything is just temporary. But I, the soul, who is always there, I am a being who never has any death. Only the body is the costume. I, the soul, the master, wear this costume and also leave this costume. I am master of this body. I am a charioteer and the body is a chariot. मैं एक सारथी और ये शरीर रथ है और मैं रथवान जैसे इस रथ को चलाना चाहती हूँ वैसे चलाने की शक्ति मुझ आत्मा में है और मैं आत्मा दिव्य पवित्र सितारा हूँ। divine light, pure being. I, the soul, is full of peace. My nature is peace. My language, my expression is peace and love. And I see everyone as shining tiny lights, playing their roles in their respective bodies. And I, the soul, sees everyone as a player, actor, playing their role. I am not complaining, criticizing anyone's role, because I, the soul, is a pure being, light. Now I experience a divine light just like me, who is emitting unlimited love. My Father, who is the source of all the divinity, power and love, radiating the rays of peace. And I, the soul, the child of that unlimited Father, experience the divine rays on me. With that experience, I feel I am fulfilling myself with God's divine energy, and I feel fulfilled with that divinity, peace, love. I feel contented, happy with this energy. I maintain the same energy and spread the vibrations whomever I meet, as if I, the soul, my battery is getting charged, and I am charging everyone who comes in contact with me with my divine light and my presence. Today I came to know that I, the soul, separate from the body, and I experience this in each and every task I perform. I am a karma yogi, performing all my actions with this consciousness that I, the soul, is playing my role. I express all my divine powers through my thoughts, words and actions, and my vibrations. With these beautiful thoughts, I feel the divine energy in the body also, making the body healthy, fit and fine. Gently, you may open your eyes and just emit that same beautiful energy through your eyes, and gently rub your palms, and as you are rubbing, experience the energy, peace, and apply onto your face and the body. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.